In our series of Government of India rules, today we are going to see pension benefits related thing, pension rules and related rules. Now, when you talk about pension rules, there are now two pensions. One is those who have joined on or before December 31st, 2003. Of course, some exception, those who have joined after 1/1/2004, but they were recruited earlier, all those things. Those cases, only exceptional cases, which if required, we will discuss in a separate video. But generally, the people who have joined in Government of India service in a pensionable post before or on, that is 31st December 2003, are eligible for the old pension, which is now governed by Central Civil Services Pensions Rules 2021. The 72 rule has been replaced with the 21 rules now. And there is one more pension thing is, as you all know, National Pension Scheme, which is applicable to the people who have joined on and from 1/1/2004. So for them, the National Pension Scheme has got contributory system. So government contributes 14% of the pay plus DA, while employee contributes 10% now. So these 24% of the salary, that is 14% is in addition to the normal salary. So that is put into the corpus fund and that is invested by uh, the trustee bank and other people. And the accounts are maintained by NSDL. Of course, I have released video on those things separately on the new pension scheme or national pension scheme, whatever you call. And whatever latest updates, I'm planning to release new videos. So those details we are not seeing now. But of course, the changes we'll be discussing separately. Now, this video is mainly for people who have joined service before 1/1/2004 and to some extent for the people who joined from 1/1/2004. So every government servant appointed before 2004 are entitled to pension on retirement. So join the post which is pensionable, that is important. So on retirement, on superannuation, if the qualifying service is not less than 10 years. You might be surprised to know why this minimum service of 10 years. No, normally 20 years people will be saying very clearly that is for voluntary retirement. If somebody retires on attaining the age of superannuation, which is normally for central government employees is uh, 60 years, and doctors it is now they have raised up to 65 also. High Court judges it is 62, Supreme Court judges it is 65. And normal rules for all other central government employees is the retirement age on superannuation is 60 years. So those who retire on attaining the age of superannuation, that is the last service period, if they have got minimum 10 years of service, they are entitled to pension. Now, earlier pension, full pension was given for those who have completed minimum of 33 years service. Any service less than 33 years will get pro rata basis only. Suppose assuming that the full pension is 50%. So if somebody has completed on 20 years, of course, there are certain rules for additional qualifying service, adding, etc., up to 5 years or whatever it is. Then it will be pro rata. That is, for 33 years, it is 100% pension, which is 50% of the basic pay. So 20 years or 25 years, you have to divide and calculate. That is actual pension divided by 33 years and multiplied by number of years you have completed. But that has been removed from 6 pay commission. Now, any retirement, if you are entitled to pension, it will be 50% of the last pay drawn. Number one. Okay, there is one more rule we are discussing on that. That is one very important reform which is made from the 6 pay commission onwards. So, if somebody retires at the age of 60, and has completed a minimum of 10 years service. That means he has been appointed at the age of 50 or something. He is also entitled to pension. Of course, for judges, there are different rules. We are not discussing here. It is only for central government employees. So, other case, people will ask, what about 15 years and what about 20 years? 20 years, if somebody has completed 20 years, he has the option to issue notice to the government for going on retirement voluntary basis. So, it is voluntary retirement rule. That is for minimum 20 years service. 15 years service is nothing but if somebody is rendered surplus due to closure of department or abolition of the post which a particular person was holding. Then if he has completed 15 years and he is not ready to be relocated in some other post which is not equivalent or all those things. There are certain, that is surplus cell and re-employment etc. We will discuss in a separate room. In such condition where the post is abolished and the person is rendered jobless and he has completed 15 years, he is entitled to pension. So that is how these 10 years, 15 years, 20 years are coming into the picture. Okay. Now, for those appointed on or after 1/1/2004, the National Pension Scheme is applicable. We have already released videos on that. You can see those videos. And latest changes, etc., we will issue separate videos later on. Those who complete 20 years of service, that is continuous service, are eligible to go on voluntary retirement and are eligible to receive again pension, which we have discussed now. Now, what are the pensionary benefits? Monthly pension. Under old pension scheme, you get last 50%. Those details we are going to discuss at the heading of pension. Now I am only listing out the pensionary benefit for the employees. And for new pension under national pension scheme, people who are covered by national pension scheme, they are entitled to whatever they have saved under the pension scheme and government has put in the return. With all return, 40% will be retained for giving annuity scheme, which will give you pension. And remaining 60% lump sum will be paid to you separately. So this 40% which is retained by the trustee bank, pension fund authorities, will fetch you pension to your spouse. All those details we have already discussed, and the latest change we are going to discuss later. I will upload video separately. So this is for new pension scheme people. Old pension, they will get last salary of 50% or average of last 10 months salary, whichever is more. Normally, the last month's salary should be more always. But there will be a case where if somebody is demoted in the last minute, somebody was appointed, was on ad hoc basis, ad hoc promotion, etc. And in the last 10 months, he was reverted back to the lower post, then his salary will be reduced. So in that case, not just reduced last pay. You take last 10 months average. So if that is more than the last month's salary, the 10-month average pay will be calculated for taking 50% of salary's pension. Assuming that a person who gets last month's salary is 50,000, let us say. So he will get 25,000 pension automatically. Suppose his last 10 months average is assuming that 52,000. Then he will get, that is, he has been demoted in the last minute for whatever reason. Maybe he was in ad hoc. That is one example is he was on ad hoc promotion which has been withdrawn now and he has come back to his original post. So his salary is reduced. It's example I am giving. So in that case, so the 10-month average gives him 52,000. So his pension will be fixed as 26,000. This is how it is. Okay, now retirement gratuity. The gratuity name is death cum retirement gratuity. We are going to release separate video on family pension and these death cases and all separately. So we are now discussing only retirement gratuity here. So retirement gratuity, how it will calculate, we are going to say. So first one is pension. For old pension scheme people, they get for automatically 50%. New pension scheme people, they will calculate the total value of pension fund created by them because entire service is putting some 10% of his salary, that is basic pay plus DA, and government now gives 14% of basic pay plus DA. So this we have discussed. That pension will be given. So all the employees, including new pension, that is national pension, government employees, will get retirement gratuity. Okay, now commuted value of pension is applicable to only the old pension scheme people, not for new pension scheme people. The old pension scheme people should commute. Government says they can commute. It is their option. Should commute. The rules we are discussing now. And I have already uploaded one video on this, that why we should go for commutation. By all means, whatever way you calculate, the commutation of pension and collecting total amount is the best option than the people will say you get reduced salary. Yes, you get lump sum. And not only that, there is one small doubt on the people, that the loan is for 15 years. It will be recovered even from the family pension. No. Somebody gets pension, somebody retires, and he gets uh, this commutation also. So commutation calculation we are going to discuss now, because in the video also I have told. And unfortunately, he passes away within 2-3 months or within a month or whatever say. No recovery will be made from the family pension. Family pension will be as per the rule, whatever they are eligible, they will get. The recovery on commutation of pension for 15 years will be only from the pension of the person who has retired, because he has got the money, only he will pay. Unfortunately, if he is not alive, no recovery will be made from the family pension paid to the family. So that is very important point. Not only that, if you see my video on commutation of pension, you will come to know the benefits. I have very detailed account I have given in that. Let us see other things. Now we have seen pension, gratuity, and commuted value of pension, which is only applicable to old pension employee. Encashment of earned leave up to 300 days. It's not just earned leave, it is inclusive of HPL also. We are going to discuss. This is also applicable to both the people, old pension people and people who have joined from 1/1/2004 under National Pension Scheme. The encashment of leave is up to 300 days. We are discussing in detail now. Savings fund of Central Government employees group insurance scheme. This is also applicable to both set of employees, old pension scheme employees and new national pension scheme employees also. Final payment of GPF, that it is applicable to only old pension employees, because they are subscribing to GPF, and new pension people, that is national pension people, give 10% under pension fund, so they get 60% of the total amount. So here they don't get GPF. The people who joined from 1/1/2004 do not get GPF because they don't pay anything for GPF. And traveling allowance on retirement, if there is change of residence after retirement. That's simple, simply put it, this is the one. You go outside the place where you worked last. Yes, it is similar to on transfer, entire family shifting, personal effects, etc. I have already uploaded videos on transfer and retirement also. So that is applicable. Suppose you work in Delhi or Chennai or Bangalore, wherever you were in your own house. So you are not shifting anything, then you won't be entitled. But you were in government quarters before retirement, or you were in some rented house, now you are shifting to your own house. So genuinely you should shift the house. Then you get some 1/3 of the transport grant, etc. That details we have discussed in the uh, TA on transfer and retirement separately, which is uploaded already now. So every employee is entitled to transfer grant, etc. And also for transporting all his household things from the old house to the new house, if there is a shifting. If there is no shifting, of course, no traveling allowance is available. This is also applicable to both type of employees, the old pension scheme employees and also the employees under national pension scheme. Now we will see in detail one by one. Pension. The minimum eligibility period we already discussed as 10%, 10 years. Suppose if somebody at the time of superannuation has not completed 10 years, yes, he will not get pension, but he will get service gratuity in addition to retirement gratuity. We are going to discuss now. So instead of lifelong pension, they are left with one additional lump sum calculation we are going to discuss now as service gratuity, which is in addition to retirement gratuity. So those who have completed 10 years and more will get 50% of the last year's basic pension, and then the dearness relief similar to the DA, dearness allowance. Now, so average emoluments, etc. I already told. Last month salary or average, whichever is, average emoluments is average basic pay. Okay, minimum pension from 7th pay commission is 9,000 rupees per month. And the maximum pension is 50% of the highest scale, which is highest pay for cabinet secretary. That is 2.5 lakhs. So 50% of that is 1,25,000 per month. So another important point, the pension is payable from the date following the date of retirement. Suppose somebody is retiring February 29. This year being a leap year, February is having 29 days, 29. So March 1st onwards, he will get pension. Of course, February 29th, he gets salary also. So next day onwards, he gets pension. And the pension will be payable to the pensioner during his lifetime, including up to the date of death. So the date on which a pensioner dies, on that day pension will be paid. From next day onwards, family pension will be paid if there is somebody eligible family member available, which we will discuss separately in family pension related video, which I am going to release soon. This is for pension. Pension commutation we are going to discuss now. Commutation of pension. Commutation of pension we have discussed in detail in separate video. I don't want to go into the details. So everybody must. So maximum commutation is possible up to 40%. So you can see, that means employee can say, pensioner can say, once he retires, he can say, no, I want to commute only 10%. I don't want to commute. Yes, it is left to the pensioner who is retiring. But we must make use of this facility given by government. That 40% you get more money. I have already released a commutation of pension related video. You will understand why I am insisting on that if you go through that video. So you get lump sum on that. The 40% basic pension, assuming that somebody's pension is now fixed at 50,000, let us say. So his basic pay is 1 lakh. So 40% of 50,000 is 20,000 rupees. So he retires on superannuation. So there is a commutation factor which we have discussed in that video separately, but still briefly I will tell you. So once you retire at the age of 60 years, the age next birthday for you is 61 years. So that 61 years, what is the commutation factor is 8.194. That is your commuted value now out of your pension of 50,000, commuted value is 20,000 that you take for 1 month, multiplied by 12 for 1 year. So 1 year is automatically you get 2.4 lakhs multiplied by 8.194. That is something like 97, 98 months salary. So 1 year it is 2.4 and 8 years, some 17, 18,000, 18 lakhs it comes, something like that. You get actual calculation value, and only this 20,000 is reduced from your pension. Like people mistake that you won't get any dearness or no. Your basic pension is 50,000. The residuary pension returned in the PPO is 30,000 now. But the calculation for dearness allowance will be on the 50,000, not on the 30,000. So you put it this way, you will get your 50% pension multiplied by current DA is now going to be 50%. 50,000 into 50% is 25,000 rupees. So 75,000. In that 20,000 will be deducted. So you will get 55,000 pension. And already you got some 20 lakhs or 19, 18 lakhs as commuted value of pension. Some 20 lakhs, nearly 20 lakhs. And if you put it in the FD or invest properly or buy some flat or whatever it is, you get interest, all those things. And the commuted value of pension is not taxable, whereas pension is taxable. All these things we have discussed in our video on commutation of pension. So that is how commutation of pension is calculated. This is applicable only to the old pension scheme people, not for the national pension scheme people. Death cum retirement gratuity, we already told about. We will discuss about death gratuity, etc. in the family pension video. Retirement gratuity, for every completed service of 6 months, you get 1/4 of your basic pay plus DA as gratuity. So minimum service required for getting gratuity on retirement, not on resignation retirement, is 5 years. So normally the service they will be calculating a 6 monthly period. So 6 monthly period in a year, you get 2 6 monthly period naturally. And maximum calculated is 33 years. We already discussed for pension and all, now that is nullified. But gratuity, the 33 years is taken. So 33 years you will get 66 6 monthly period. So 66, for every 6 monthly period you get 1/4 of your salary. So 63 divided into 1/4, that is divided by 4th, is 16.5. So you get 16 months. Suppose if you have completed 33 years or more service, qualifying service. So you get 16.5 months salary, which is basic pay plus DA. Assuming that your pension is fixed at 50,000 now, so your basic pay is to be 1 lakh. So 1 lakh DA is now 50%. So so now January onwards it is 50%. Order is to be issued. So 1.5 lakhs multiplied by 16.5. So what it gives? 24 lakhs plus. So now current ceiling is 20. The maximum is fixed at 20 lakhs, but which is going to be again revised from 1st January 2024. The date of DA crossing or reaching 50% is the ceiling is now revised to 25 lakhs. So you get 24 plus or something for this range. So that is the greatest advantage. Now the gratuity is going to be revised to, maximum is revised to 25 lakh. Gratuity is paid based on the last basic pay, not 10-month average, last basic pay plus applicable DNS allowance on the date of retirement. So those who retire from January onwards are likely to get a maximum of 25 lakhs gratuity. This is payable to both employees, those who have joined prior to 1/1/2004 and those who joined on and from 1/1/2004. That is under National Pension Scheme. They are also entitled to retirement gratuity. Now, service gratuity. We have already discussed about service gratuity. This is payable to employees who retired on superannuation, but their service is less than 10 years. So they are not entitled for any pension. Of course, for national pension scheme, they will have their own money, and under that rule, they will be getting whatever is available. But they will, both the side, those who have got less than 10 years service, they will get service gratuity. Service gratuity is payable with something like lump sum for every 6 months period. Half month salary you get. It is almost double of the retirement gratuity. Exactly double of the retirement gratuity. Suppose you have 9 years service, let us say. So 9 months salary you get, because it is double of the uh, retirement gratuity. So this is in addition to the retirement gratuity, because you don't get pension under old pension scheme. Of course, new pension scheme you have your own fund that will be paid. Now, leave encashment. Leave encashment is applicable to both employees, both earlier old pension, the defined pension and under national pension, which is contributory pension. Now, 300 days EL leave module also we already discussed. Everything is on. It is uploaded already. You can see that. And 300 days EL you will get basic pay plus DA on that. So it is 1 month is taken as 30 days. So 10 month basic pay and DA will be paid as leave encashment, which is not taxable, though it is not a pensionary benefit. At the time of retirement, the leave at your credit, earned leave at your credit is given, which is not taxed. It doesn't invite any income tax on this. Now, suppose you have less than 300 days. So you have half pay leave. Yes. Let us say you have only 250 days. So there is a shortfall of 50 days EL. So 50 days HPL can be added to your EL. So EL 250 days amount you get and 50 days HPL you get. So net result is you get 275 days instead of 300 days because you don't have 300 days EL. So 50 days off salary is taken. So the 50 days has become 25 days. So you get 275 days leave encashment. This is given to both old pension people and the national pension people. Yes. Central government employees group insurance scheme. This also you know very well. Now it is recovered for group D. Now group D is not there. So group C is. So the element is group D element is one share is 15 rupees. So for group C employee they will be contributing 30 rupees per month. Group B double of that is 60 rupees 4 into 15. The table whatever they give for settlement is 15 rupees rate. 10 rupees now people may not be there. That is initial stage. That was revised from I think it was 90. So I'm not discussing on 10 rupees cases. Those who pay 30 rupees and those who pay group B 60 rupees and those who pay 120 rupees. So the table will be actually the day they are appointed in which group. That calculation will make separately because it is taken into 1st of January onwards. So if somebody is joins not on 1st of January of any year, so he will initially pay 1/3 of the value for that whole year as insurance fund alone. And starting with the new year, the full value for group C 30 rupees. So insurance fund is to be 10 rupees. For group B 60 rupees. So insurance fund is to be 20 rupees. For group A 120 rupees. So insurance fund is going to be 40 rupees. So till the new year, the person will be paying only insurance fund. But insurance fund is only they get 30,000 or 60,000 or 1.2 lakhs based on the payment. It is a very smaller amount because this value was fixed in 4th pay commission, revised in 4th pay commission. Afterwards, it is continuing. It has to be revised. Still, it is pending. Okay. Now, so group insurance. So from the new financial year, we pay fully. That 2/3 value is savings fund. For that, interest is calculated, and the government will release. Ministry of Finance will release every 3 months nowadays. Earlier they were releasing annually. Now it has become 3 months. Every 3 months. And those who retire in a particular month, let us say somebody retires in February, this will be issued sometime February, March only for every quarter. Once it is received, retirement is taken care. So now you have to see the column where year of entry into service. That is y-axis, up to down, and x-axis, I think I'm right, that is horizontal. That will be month in which they were retiring. So February will be second column. First, let us see first column. January first column, February second column. So you have to calculate that way. Anyway, I'll make a separate video on calculation of group insurance fund separately, savings fund. But savings fund will be paid with interest for group A, B and C employees under both new pension and old pension also. issue of no demand certificate. So before retirement, those who are in common quarters, if somebody is not in common quarters, there is no need for issue of no demand certificate. Otherwise, you have to go and obtain no demand certificate from the estate office and submit to office. Because demand, one is license fee for government quarters. Other things, HO will assess if there is any advance spending, if there is any overpayment, whatever it is, everything will be assessed, and that detail should be furnished 2 months before the retirement on superannuation, so that at the time of payment of gratuity, these dues will be recovered from the gratuity and paid. If nothing is there, no recovery is possible. And for government quarter, those who stay in government quarter, they should go to estate office and get the certificate 2 months, 2-3 months in advance itself. They will calculate up to the date of retirement what is license fee. From the date of retirement, normal retention period is normally 4 months. For that, with the rent, that is normal license fee. So that license fee will also be added, and they will give what is the due. If you want to retain, you can pay that and take one authorization up to the date. And with that, there will be no recovery. Beyond that, if you stay and that is allowed by estate office, they will require separately. Office has no role in that. Suppose you don't want to stay from the date of retirement. Yeah, you can give in writing, they will calculate from up to the date of retirement only. And that will be that you can pay separately so that nothing is recovered from gratuity. Otherwise, withholding of gratuity and all is now done away with it. Nobody can withhold without any valid reason of some disciplinary action, all those things. Otherwise, vigilance action or something like that. Otherwise, it cannot be stopped also. It cannot be withheld also. With this, we are completing pension related things. New pension, new models I will make, latest changes I will give separately. And I am going to issue separate videos on family pension and other things and types of pension also in a separate video. Namaskar.